Sitcoms are hilarious until they're not. Why do shows get serious? And why do these moments sometimes fall a little bit flat, if we're being honest? Situational comedies are shows usually focusing on the wacky hijinks of, a certain group of people, police officers, paper salesmen, community college students. And the point of these shows is to be funny, get some laughs. But every once in a while, when the moon is out and the clock strikes 12, they say, hold my beer, I'm done with that stupid comedy shit. Let's get serious. Let's have some people cry. You know that funny show that you watch with your mom during dinner? No more. We're gonna do some serious stuff. Let's do an episode about gang violence, and then an episode about cancer, and then an episode about gang cancer. It actually makes sense in the grand scheme of things because in these shows, we usually end up learning quite a bit about these characters because of how much continuity there is. A show like SpongeBob, first of all, I know it's a kid's show, okay? But second of all, the show is made so that you can watch them in whatever order you want, whenever you want. Sitcoms, though, I feel treat themselves more like seasons and collective wholes rather than episode one-offs that can be exchanged and swapped whenever you want. You can still jump around here and there, but there's always like the season without Michael, the season where Marshall and Lily broke up, the season with Mindy, each having, a more special, unique feel to it. So when Squidward doesn't invite Patrick to the Krusty Krab car wash or whatever, nobody mentions it because we don't want to confuse the kids. Dad, what the hell? How come Patrick didn't get invited to the Krusty Krab car wash? Not a bad thing, okay? And I will say some kids shows do continuity, Adventure Time, Gravity Falls, things like that. Sitcoms, though, when Michael steals Dwight's Beat Family formula in one episode, the next episode, Dwight's gonna be a little less trustworthy of your boy Mike. What does this have to do with serious moments? Give me a second, I'm getting to it. Because of the fact these shows focus more on continuity, we get a glimpse into the lives of these characters outside of the comedic devices. And what happens in real life? Any guesses? Any guesses? Bad things happen in real life. We usually get these moments later on in the show so that an audience is established and that we actually care about the characters more. Like, imagine if one of these shows did a big serious moment in like the first season, the first episode. Way to confuse an audience. Today I'm gonna talk about when they're done right and when they're done wrong. Starting with wrong. Story time, it's relevant. When I was in college, I took an acting class where there were some students who thought themselves the next Angela Bassett. And really, they had no shot because they weren't good actors. To them and probably some other people, good acting is screaming. My teacher would say, okay everyone, deliver this line. Hey, where the hell's the milk? All right, that's the line. Okay, Jay, you go first. Hey, where the hell's the milk? Come on, where's the milk at? Come on. I am obviously no Angela Bassett either. Okay, weirdos, you guys go next. Where the fuck is the milk? Where the hell's the milk? I've abandoned my milk. I've abandoned my boy. Sometimes shows do that, and I don't like it. Which brings me to my next point. I don't like when the shows try to make it a big deal. Like they go, okay, this is the episode where little Jimmy's gonna get his hiney kicked, and boy, oh boy, tearjerker, right? It's gonna be a tearjerker. You're gonna be at home eating dinner, eating Panda Express, you're gonna get tears, right? Tears in your freaking chow mein. Can I give you an example? Just a small one. It's about Superstore. I don't even dislike Superstore. I haven't seen the whole thing. I've seen some of it. It's not a bad show at all. But spoilers, when Mateo gets taken by immigration services, that is a sad event. I don't think there's any denying that. There's very few audiences who are like, hell yeah, get out of here. Like, woo, they're dapping each other up, right? Getting hyped, Mateo's getting taken away. But then the show, they just make it super gray, desaturate the hell out of that thing, and then let's play some really sad music while everyone else is like, oh no, Mateo, my boy, no. For me, it feels kind of like the show's going, wow, that was really sad, huh? Wow, really intense, super bold of us, really dramatic. That was insane. Whoa, everyone okay? Everyone all right? Everyone calm down. Mateo's gonna be okay. Stop crying. Mateo will be okay. We will recover. We'll bounce back from this. Don't worry. Don't worry, Mateo fans. We'll be okay.
We will persevere through the night!
In addition to that, they have to feel natural in the story. Not saying Mateo doesn't, okay? I'm done with you, Superstar, I'm done. When it's just a forced moment, not only does it come out of left field, which is tricky when you're making a comedy, but also it takes away any emotional resonance. All right, let's talk some good examples. And I'm gonna put some chapters, right? If you don't want me to spoil Community, right, you can skip past that. I mean, let's start with Community then. I love how this show treats its serious moments. There's not this one big devastating scene everyone talks about. And that's another thing. Not all of these scenes have to be really like sad and devastating. I'm talking Annie and Abed in the locker. I'm talking Pierce's mom in the freaking lava lamp, and even Jeff and his dad. All of these moments can be taken in sad ways because there is some sadness to them for sure, but also they're just effective tools in furthering the characters that we spend time with. And I think Community does an amazing job of that. Modern Family. This one's short, but the whole purpose of this show is, and I'll touch on this later, is to, you know, show a modern family. Who would have thought, right? Complicated and real struggles that come with it. And I love that moment between Phil and his dad. Something I think is instantly relatable for anyone who's lost a loved one. And I think that's everyone. And that's another big benefit of these. It helps us relate to the characters. But these are comedy shows, and sometimes they make a very smart choice and don't fully commit to the super serious. It all depends on the tone of the show. Some, sure, they can go all the way there. Some, I think it works better when serious moment mixed in with jokes, and I think the shows know that. I think Brooklyn Nine-Nine actually specifically does a really good job of that. I always think of the moment where Terry is racially profiled, and then we get the awesome line from Hitchcock, "You got stopped because he's black. Get woke, Scully."
I have no idea what's going on.
He got stopped for being black. Get woke, Scully.
But sometimes they do feel like different shows. Example, Max Dance from It's Always Sunny. This is a show without really any serious moments or plot at all, which makes Max Dance a lot more memorable. The dance, as well as Charlie's big scene with his dad, pretty much these two scenes in the show that venture into serious territory, and they're both really serious. But I think Sunny is a different scenario because they've been on the air for so long, since the dawn of time, the dawn of the dinosaurs, right? I understand that creative need to try new things, and they've done that in other realms too. Did you see the freaking Dennis going to get Boba episode? That one's not serious, not sad, very experimental for sure. By far the best examples though are the ones where there's more of a story going on, and I think the two best examples of this are How I Met Your Mother and, of course, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. How I Met Your Mother is a show that very much focuses on that continuity. You can't just jump around because in one episode Ted's engaged, and then he likes Robin, and then Barney's engaged to Robin, and then Lily's kissing Robin, Bryan Cranston's Ted's boss, Better Call Saul's Ted's boss, and then freaking Mike Ehrmantraut's there, and then he's teaching with Jeff. Who knows what the hell's going on? I'm so lost. The show is best seen in order, and it makes for some crazy dramatic moments. Barney with his dad, Marshall and his dad. Dude, what is up with like all these daddy issues, dude? This is a show where the serious moments are ingrained in its DNA. But let's talk about the granddaddy of them all, The Fresh Prince. One of the best acted scenes, I'm gonna say it, drama, comedy, whatever, one of the best acted scenes in television history. Will's dad, dude, Hollywood has the daddy issues, man. What the hell? The reason I think this scene is important is, one, it shows us so much more about mainly Will and Uncle Phil as characters, but it does what all the best sitcom serious scenes do, and that's reflect life. The Fresh Prince is the best at doing this, reflecting some very real scenarios that people go through in finding acceptance, family problems, and everything in between. And that's what all good stories do. They hold up a mirror to society and all the people within it to help us learn more about ourselves and the people around us. Whether that's a police captain, a man saying goodbye, or someone mourning a loss, these shows and movies and books, all of that helps us prepare for these moments when we get there. They help us learn more about people in situations we might not be able to relate to right now. And the fact the shows are normally based in comedy, I think that reflects life also. Generally, it feels like these big moments don't come up all the time, but they're going to come up eventually. That's just how life is. There's going to be good times and laughs in between the bad times, but the bad times are always impending. They're always getting closer. That's true in sitcoms, and that's true in real life. These scenes in sitcoms are some of my favorite for exactly those reasons. Reasons that connect us, help us learn and prepare for whatever serious moments life has to offer. Enjoy the laughs in between, and whenever these serious moments come up in life or on TV, just know that the next smile, that next laugh is right around the corner.
How come you don't want me, man? You didn't bounce me. I mean, you weren't there. And I needed you.
Everyone said labor was the hardest thing I'd ever have to do, but they were wrong. This is.
I'm not ready for this.
You left the woman sitting in her living room with a kid and no way to make ends meet. You turned your back on us.
Dad. Why does that make you so mad?
Because if you were gonna be some lame suburban dad, why couldn't you have been that for me?
What a great boss you turned out to be. Best boss I ever had.
Don't miss a chance to let the people you appreciate know that.
And son, I want you to know that I'm gonna miss you and I love you and have a good trip.
But I want you to know, in my way, I love you all.
And while I'm not yet ready to talk about it, it's nice feeling like I'm not alone.
You said we need to stick together, but you don't even know what that means. If you ask me, you're the real sellout.
The wave returns to the ocean.
Wait a second, what did you just say?
You heard me.